October 17, 2025, 46 years old Alina Asif was found unconscious in her home in Herricks, Long Island, New York. She was later pronounced dead. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Alicia. This video consists of 4 parts: summary, evidence, 5 possible psychological dimensions of the perpetrator, and the conclusion. Alina was a certified public accountant. She is described as beautiful and hardworking. She was estranged from her husband, 53 years old Asif Qureshi. He was an unemployed software engineer. The couple have 3 children together, ages 18, 14, and 7. Alina and Asif's marriage had become acrimonious in the last few years. The breakdown is attributed to abuse and disagreements about their finances and multiple homes. Alina had called law enforcement 4 times due to escalated conflicts between them. Asif was arrested once because of domestic violence. Alina had filed for divorce in 2023, but they reconciled in 2024. The reunification did not last long and the marriage broke down again. Asif moved out of the matrimonial home, leaving Alina and the children. She filed for divorce again in 2025 and he was served divorce papers on October 9, but he did not accept it. After she filed for divorce, he began showing up outside of her home uninvited. The day of the incident. On October 17, Alina did not pick up her 7-year-old daughter after school, which was unusual. Her eldest daughter became concerned and requested a welfare check. When the police entered Alina's home, she was found unconscious and her face severely burnt. She was later pronounced dead. Her cause of death was determined to be asphyxiation caused by a cyanide-like chemical compound mixture. Later that day, Asif was arrested at a residence in Bellerose, Queens, New York, where he had been living. He has been charged with second-degree murder, but the prosecutors have requested that he be charged with first degree. He pleaded not guilty. At present, he is being held without bail. The couple's children are staying with relatives. Evidence against Asif. He was seen on surveillance video sneaking into Alina's home on October 17. He was wearing a mask, hoodie, and gloves. The security code and home locks were not changed after Asif left the matrimonial home. Hence, he was able to enter. The cameras were previously deactivated because Alina feared that he would spy on her and the children. With no functioning cameras at the home, Asif's unauthorized presence went undetected. Surveillance video also showed him leaving the home and escaping on an e-bike which he had tied to a pole a few blocks away from Alina's home. No one else other than Alina was seen entering or leaving her home. Investigators surmised that Asif hid inside the home and waited for about an hour until Alina returned. She had taken their 7-year-old child to school. When she arrived, he attacked her with a chemical compound mixture which suffocated her. He then fled the scene and returned to his home where he was later arrested. I will now look at 5 possible psychological dimensions of the perpetrator. Number 1. Attachment and abandonment issues. Asif stalked Alina after she filed for divorce. This suggests that he might have had an insecure or anxious attachment style, which is associated to an intense fear of abandonment. This fear could have motivated him to commit the violent act. Number 2. Narcissistic injury and ego threat. It is possible that he has narcissistic traits. This is evident in his refusal to accept the failure of his marriage and also his history of abuse. The stalking of Alina is also considered a narcissistic trait. These traits could have caused him to view his divorce as a personal humiliation or attack on his identity. This ego threat would have fueled his anger, which resulted in him committing the murder. Number 3, loss of control and emotional dysregulation. Divorce is oftentimes perceived as failure and loss of control over one's goals. Asif has poor emotional regulation, which is evident in his stalking of Alina and history of abuse. If he had embraced the perception that his divorce was a failure, it could have led to his violent reactions. Also, his inability to process the grief arising from the breakdown of his marriage could have manifested into aggression. Number 4, mental health factors. Mental illness combined with stress may increase the risk of violent behavior. Asif's mental history was not divulged, but if he has a mental disorder such as depression, the stress arising from his pending divorce would have amplified the depression, which could have resulted in him being violent towards Alina. Number 5, lack of support system. A support system provides hope, encouragement, and healthy ways to manage emotions and deal with life's challenges. If Asif did not have a support system, the emotional impact of his pending divorce would have increased significantly. This could have resulted in his extreme reactions. Now to the conclusion. In my opinion, a combination of factors have contributed to Asif's criminal behavior. These factors were not outside the realm of his control. He is responsible for his thoughts and behavior. He could have taken alternative actions such as seeking therapy and dealing with his divorce in an amicable way. There is always another option to committing a crime. Do you think that Asif could have chosen another option than murder? Please share your views in the comments section below. I hope Asif receives the punishment he deserves. Rest in peace, Alina, while we await justice. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this content, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Remember to protect your mental and emotional health. See you in the next.